All right, everybody. We're Tapped In Media. Rojo, Andy Q in the place, right? And I'm
3-piece studio.
3-piece studio in the place, the whole look and everything. So we were, we did a bunch of interviews in the past couple of weeks, and we've been piling them up, so a lot of editing coming up.
2 days, too.
2 days, yeah. We've been working at it, you know what I mean? And we were like, maybe we should do something where we just talk to each other once in a while, like kind of do the catch up of like, what it is that we've been doing,
who we are, what we're trying to do,
we did
trying to build.
We posted it, or we're gonna post, or we did post. Let's do one of those, and we'll put that in the edit. We did something in Inglewood. That was awesome, right?
Yep.
And Andy did a great job with like storyboarding us, like taking us to one place to another.
Cool.
That was awesome, man. We
the
had
whole
a great
time lapse.
Yeah, met up Alexander, on the spot.
Shout out to the hood.
The hood foodie.
The hood foodie. And that was a great time. And now we have a couple other things in the works too. And then the 2 interviews that we had, that Chicano Hollywood stuff is gonna be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should go, man.
Yeah, you definitely need to hit up that,
you know
that film festival. And especially because it's down the street.
Yeah,
right?
and the videos that you've done, dude, they're really cool, man. Like, the editing is really nice. I think you have something there for that. Yeah. Outside of
dude.
I know you do the community stuff, but I really think you have.
I honestly
there
wish
well.
you would have been here.
Yeah.
When Johnny was here.
Yeah, because Johnny was cool, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I would have loved to have been here, but I'm sure we'll have him as a guest again in the future.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
He's
He did
got
say
a
he was gonna
story
come
to
back.
tell.
Yeah, and then we should go over there and check him out at the Union in Pomona.
That's right.
At the Chicano Film Festival.
Do you know when it is?
July 17th through the
July
20th.
17th through the 20th.
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
Right.
Yeah, and we put that link in our YouTube description below. So
If they
go
allow us.
click that through. What do you mean?
Don't you think that we need permission
To put
provide that link
to provide the link to
their stuff?
Yeah, why not? To buy tickets, because they're trying to sell tickets.
Yeah, that's true. I can.
I mean,
DM
remember Johnny was saying, like,
okay. Cool.
So that'd be cool. So we got a lot of stuff on the way worked out. We want to just kind of catch up with each other. You know what I mean? Like, something a little bit different. I know it's not the guest. I do feel a little weird in the guest seat though, because I'm usually on
You're
that
front and
side.
center today,
you're
bro.
usually,
You're front
I
and
know
center.
you're usually back over there, so I do feel a little weird. Like, it's like, oh man, this
And
is
then
pretty crazy.
I do want to say, I know that there's been certain like times where you guys may have seen like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on? Look, man, everything is a work in progress.
Always.
We're still trying to get everything in tune, and they might, people might say like, well, how long does it take you guys? I mean, it's a learning curve every single time.
Absolutely.
Even just like keeping our logo on,
Which is off
and
again.
it's not no fault to anyone. It's just we're not worried about that. We just try to do it on the fly. Yeah, it's
with
more
talking
about the
with people.
engagement.
Yeah.
So I do want to apologize. It's more of a sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
So, but trust me when I say all of this is gonna get worked out, and eventually it's gonna be looking flawless. Right. But the main thing for us, the main thing for us is to just bring out a good story for people to be able to hear, hopefully get inspired, hopefully be able to give these people who may be on the verge of giving up whatever they're trying to. No, well, also the people that may be giving up on something that they've been trying to push for, to maybe give them that push again. You know what?
No doubt.
Okay, I heard Kiki about like how he almost gave up. You know what? I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna keep grinding it out.
Or even the lieutenant.
The lieutenant.
Lieutenant was an immigrant. Did you man?
Lieutenant
you would like that one
Colombia.
too, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
an
immigrant from Colombia. I said
Yeah,
lieutenant.
A retired
from
lieutenant from Upland PD.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, sir.
That interview was great. Check that out too. It's on our YouTube channel. I mean,
I wish I would have been there because of the Colombian family connections. Plus, I did something really incredible years ago.
Oh yeah, you're Colombian, right?
Yeah, my dad's
there you
Colombian.
No doubt.
Yeah, see?
That's right. So we would have really identified.
You would've
with
Well,
each
he
other.
said he's gonna
connected.
come back for sure.
Good.
Yeah, we owe him a part 2 because again, going back to what I was saying, certain things that just need to be worked out.
My hard drive was running on top, man.
So
you know how
we
like earlier?
definitely owe him a part 2. He loved the fact that he was able to come out. He was texting me this morning and yesterday, and he if we give him the opportunity to come back, then he's all for it.
I'm with it too.
There's a lot of questions that were left out.
People love to tell their story.
Yes.
And we're here to capture it and to share their stories with you.
I'm so glad you pointed that out, because if you do have a story that maybe you want to share with somebody or with us, let us know. Hit us up, put it in the comments on YouTube and say, hey, you got to check this person out. Just, throw us a line and we'll try it out. We'll reach out. And, we've been denied. We're not afraid of rejection. We've been rejected by many people to come on to Tapped In, and we get it. Some people don't want to talk about it, and don't want to be on the camera or whatever it is, which we totally respect that. But if you know somebody, hit us up. We want to know.
Yeah, somebody who's got a great story, trials and tribulations.
Right, yeah. Comment below.
Went through it.
Hit us up on any of our networks because we're always looking for something to provide on that end, because we dig it, man. We have a good time. We love hearing about it, and we want to, give people a voice.
Yeah, and then shout out again to all the past guests. George from Pushing Fruits LA.
That was awesome.
Another fucking great story, man. Yep. I mean, that dude came with it.
Renee, the Poet King, hooking it up right here, bringing in people to us.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that. Renee Poet King, shout out to you because you are connecting us with a lot of people, and, he decided to throw his hat out in
with
there
the look,
and start managing us. So.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right?
And then Andy Q, of course, providing this.
Making the look, and like the last video that you saw, and you could probably click over here. I'll probably put a link right there.
You're still getting all that messed up.
I'm going to figure it out. You're going to probably click right here, and we'll put a link so you can go ahead and check out that video that he did for Café del Cid, which was popping.
Also, big shout out to our sponsors, Café del Cid, and then Upland Nutrition, and of course, as we announced earlier during Smooth's another interview,
Taco Bout Good.
Taco Bout Good. Love you, man. Javier, you're an awesome person, and I God bless you, and just with continued success. And I just hope that your business, your taco spot continues to bloom and continues to succeed, man.
And thanks for believing in us too to give us a
thanks for
little
the burrito.
Thanks
for the burritos,
man. That was crazy, dude.
Right?
Like what a pretty cool morning for us, like to come in and do something like that, and then now we're gonna try and take this out and make it all look pretty good on the YouTube channel, which is at Tapped In Media across the board. You guys gotta check it out. And
there's no underscore.
No, not on the YouTube channel, but we do appreciate everybody that does reach out to us and tell us stuff, man. It's crazy, like how many people tell us about certain interviews.
We've got a lot of good positive feedback for the most part. We don't, again, like he mentioned, we don't mind any criticism.
Yeah, we're pretty good with it.
If you need to tell us, if you want to tell us, like, hey, how about work on this? How about don't do that? How about don't do this? We're all for it.
It might piss me off a little bit though, because I did get into a little rant with him.
He texted. Was it yesterday? He texted
it was yesterday.
me.
I was like,
I told him I'm gonna screenshot all your texts.
Not kidding.
And put it in a mural because he's never texted me that much.
Putting a microphone on that freaking little on the QWERTY pads on these phones, dude, was the most advantage thing for me, because it's like I hit that mic and I just start talking away and I'm like, sit. Right. Sometimes the AI doesn't pick it up, like and you might look like a weird text, but. Yeah. Bro, I did it for like probably 5 minutes on him, bro. I was so pissed because somebody told him that they didn't like how we.
Well, it's not just one.
Okay, it's not just one, but whatever.
Say for example, I'm about to, you ask me about something and I'm about to start the story, and then all of a sudden we chime in too quick because I let the guy talk first, and then we chime in.
I do. It
wasn't about like let him talk forever. No, they don't want that.
But you pointed out to that I do it a lot.
I said we both. Go back to my text. We said we both.
We're gonna text war this later. You know what I mean? Like.
So one thing.
Straight up.
One of the most important things that you could learn in life. I'm guessing we both work at. You work at Tri-City now as the other job.
Oh yeah.
At one point, they taught me how to be good listeners. That was one of the best skills I learned, is how to be an active listener. So you got to give space. Yeah. Do the head nod. Oh, I hear what you're saying. The repeating back. And so that might be a new skill that you guys could practice a little more when your interviews.
This sounds a lot like what Dre would tell me, my wife. You know what I mean? Like smoking.
How about
Dre.
You listen?
I know. How about you just listen to me and stop just like, in one out there and you never paying attention to me. I'm like, I know, and I don't mean to cut you off. I know I say that quite a bit though. I'm like, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, I just want to, I want to get to people as far as like their story and then make it more interesting and then pull it right out, because we've had some guests that had an emotional time on here too. You can go back and look at all the YouTube videos. I'm not going to name them out like that, but we've also had some guests that that brought out stories like, man, I forgot about that, man. Yeah. So sometimes I do interject like that, and I probably should just shut up and listen, but all right. So constructive criticism, I get it. I get it. Okay.
But we don't mind actual
It's all about
criticism.
nuance.
Yeah,
You know,
but sometimes I'm gonna
you
chime. I'm gonna chime in there.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna chime in there. You
Right.
best believe it.
And
because,
by the way, shout out to you for being here early.
oh
Yes,
how dare
alright.
you
On
act
time.
like I'm always fucking
On
late.
time.
And that's 10 minutes.
You know, I was actually, because I texted him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's your ETA? Because knowing this guy, he'll probably get here
Oh, come on,
5
man.
minutes before 10.
Right.
But he was actually here early. I love it,
And
man.
still had
Much
a
respect to
download.
you. You're going to leave me hanging, huh?
Hey, Kiki did that to you on an interview
did that
too.
to me.
I was like, oh, let
He's
me
not
go.
the only one.
It's okay. I did
all
it.
right,
I did it too. I forgot who I did it to, and you told me, "Hey, dude, he was trying to give you that."
Yeah.
I forgot what guest came in, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, man." You know when you're like working and trying to get everything together, before you start recording and stuff like that, But thanks to everybody that does.
Honestly,
help us and support us,
it's been a big blessing from where we started
absolutely
to where we at now. And of
Absolutely.
course, there's things to fix here
Lot
and
of
there,
fixes.
minor things.
Yeah.
Much love to everyone who has been supporting us from the get-go and even now. And we finally surpassed over 1,000 followers. It only took us 6-7 years, but that was from the previous podcast we had.
Woo!
Right.
So
Thank
we're
you
only
to
gonna
the audience. Thank you.
we can only grow.
Thank you guys. Thank
This was supposed to be only a 1-year experiment,
Yeah.
Well, for sure.
and
Him and I talked about that. We weren't gonna even we were like, nah.
yeah,
that's not,
we're gonna see what 1 year does for us, and if it doesn't go anywhere, then done.
And we wrote it,
But
and
it's good you
now
did
here we
that.
are.
Here we are,
Because
and
you guys gave yourself a limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
And
like,
then
yeah,
That's when the synchronicity starts kicking in.
yeah. It's weird.
know?
It was
and
really
then we
weird.
made these connections.
Right.
Linking up with you, that
Yeah,
was awesome.
that was big too, like-
that was a bit. I'm telling you,
Giving up
I
the Logitech.
always say, God puts people in your path for a reason.
Absolutely.
And He's put Andy in our path. He's put Renee in our path.
Yep.
And
all the people that make
growing.
it to make this, this grow. We're humble about it, of course, which is why
we're
bring it
always
up.
going to be humble. We're not going to be those people that all of a sudden, once we get bigger, it's like, I'm always, if you DM us, I'm always going to reply back.
Yeah.
I'll reply back.
You do
You'll
a really
reply
good
back.
job. You do a really good job with that.
I don't understand how people that just I get it. It's a lot. But if they're just trying to reach out to you, reach back out. Reach back
Yeah.
out. I don't give a fuck how many, whether we only get 1,000 or we get 100,000. I'm always
Okay.
going to reach out. I'm going to do my best to reach out. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram at
Absolutely.
tappedin_media, TikTok, tappedin_media. Why do I get that messed up? I don't know why. Anyway.
I do the same thing. I do it too.
But our bread and butter is on YouTube, Tapped In
man.
Media. There's
Yeah.
no underscore. It's Tapped In Media.
And check out one of the sponsors, man. And of course, 3P Studio has a lot of production out there. Talk About Good, Cafe Del Cid.
Yeah, we got that one coming out.
And Upland Nutrition. So go check those people out. They do some really cool stuff.
And also, I know that we need more female representation, and we are actually working on that.
It's in
we
the
got
works.
A couple females coming on that have been doing great work, and I can't wait to have them on so that they can share their own stories and be able to just bring in that female perspective and just share their shit that
Yeah,
that
we've had a pretty good few episodes that we posted up, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
But we'll have to do this more often too. Just talk amongst each other. Let's get it down, and then we'll pop it on the screen and see how it works.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
We don't
man.
have an inspirational quote because we just wanted to get together real quick and talk about things. But if you watch our interviews and if you see it, we do usually try now to leave with something a little inspirational on top of the person's story.
I got one. There are no regrets in life, just lessons learned.
Look at you, man. All right. Off the top of your head now.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody take care of yourself, man.
Peace.